there's a lot of compromising to do in marriage, because trust me, you're not going to get your way 100% of the time. Statistics shows an overwhelming number of people who are unhappy in their marriages. Does it not make you wonder, how did they come to this? You know, you see posts online and so many other things, but today I'm going to be sharing some of the reasons why you are unhappy in your marriage. But trust me, I won't leave you hanging. I'll be telling you how you can fix them and become happy in your marriage. So if you want to learn that, then definitely keep watching. Number one reason why you're unhappy in your marriage is comparison. Yes, you were okay. You were okay until you went on Instagram and you saw somebody whose husband went and gave her flowers, but you've not received flowers since January. All of a sudden now you're unhappy, you're giving your husband attitude, you're complaining, why has he not done this, why has he not done that? You have gone and looked at somebody else and you've compared it with your own. Have you ever heard that comparison is the thief of joy? It is. It will literally leave you high and dry. It will leave you hanging. If you're somebody who likes to compare, oh, my husband is like this, our own husband is like this, you're in for a long ride. Yeah. Even social media is not making it any easier. You scroll here, you see some nice acts being done for this person. You go here, you see, you know, the man is kneeling down to put the lady's shoes on, and for you, you have to do your own. You have to bend down by yourself. All of a sudden, you're upset. You are no longer contented with what you have. Let me just break it to you. Whatever you think you have, somebody else has probably times 10. So you have to learn contentment. You have to learn to be okay the way you are. You have to learn, and that's the key. Because if you don't learn and understand your own and you want to be like another person, that's where the seed of unhappiness starts from. Then you realize the more you see other people, you know, the more you see how things are working for other people, the more dissatisfied you get with your own self and with your own husband. This is how it starts. And so number one, like I said, is comparison. So what would you do about it? You will stop comparing. If you think there are accounts that trigger you into things like this, unfollow them now. Did they put a gun to your head that you must follow those accounts? I mean, there's nothing wrong in following those accounts, but I'm saying if they trigger you, like they trigger a negative emotion in you towards your partner, then stop it. Like, don't feed yourself that. Do you understand? If you don't watch it, you will realize that you will start complaining a lot more and nagging, and before you know, things are going to get out of hand. So I know I've flogged this issue. Just stop comparing. Stop comparing your partner with another person. Stop comparing your marriage with another person. Listen, no two human beings are the same. So how do you think any two marriage will be the same? It's not possible. The dynamics are going to be different. The personalities are different. The environment where these people grew up in, it cannot be. You find a way to enjoy your own how you want to, and don't copy another person, and don't compare yourself. Okay? Number two, you don't understand each other's love language. Language of communication is very important. You guys, when you're communicating, you need to be communicating in the same language so that there will be understanding. If you're not sure about this whole love language thing, please, I recommend you go and read Gary Chapman's 5 Love Languages. That book has a lot of gems in it. My husband and I read that book while we were courting, and we learned a whole lot. Because trust me, you want to be speaking the language of love that your partner understands. A lot of time, a lot of women feel unloved, and the man will be saying, but I love you, you know, I provide for you. But the man hasn't understood that provision is good though, but this is not what this lady needs. Maybe she's asking for your time. Maybe because you want to provide, you're working too hard, and now you don't have time to spend with your family, and that's making her unhappy. You see, they are both speaking different love language, so you need to understand and understand each other's love language and work together. When people are talking to you in a language you don't understand, you're literally going to be looking like them to them, like, what you say. Take for instance, when I went to Portugal, I couldn't speak Portuguese, and so when people were speaking Portuguese to me, I was like, excuse me, can I get you to look at Google Translate and translate that for me? We were not on the same page because we were not speaking the same language. We couldn't understand ourselves. So you want to make sure that you're understanding your partner's love language and you're loving them in that language. See, it's one thing to know. Don't know and say, I know she likes out of service, but I beg, I don't have time. Are you the devil? Because why would you know your partner's love language and not work towards it? Am I saying you're supposed to be perfect? Of course not. Nobody's perfect, but you have to put in the effort to learn. Like I said, the reason why you are unhappy is because you don't understand each other's love language. So what can you do about it? Sit down, ask yourself or ask each other, what's your love language, or how best can I communicate that I love you, that will make you happy? And guess what? It changes. So this review, you need to be doing it on a steady, not daily or weekly, but you need to be doing a review like, oh, are we still on for the act of kindness? Okay, cool, I got you. I've got a couple of things planned out. It's everybody's good. You ask him, are you still on with the affirmations? You want me to talk you up, give you some boosting, like hype you? I got you. Talk and communicate, and you will see that 90% of your problems will be solved. I like acts of kindness, but I've realized that over time it has changed. I like when my husband gives me random thoughtful gifts. I'm not big on gifts, but you see those random thoughtful ones, oh my god. Take for instance, my hair bonnet lost its elasticity, so it just wouldn't fit in my hair anymore. So ever since I made this hair, I didn't even bother wearing it. So he noticed I wasn't wearing hair bonnet, and guess what? My husband actually ordered a hair bonnet for me. Oh my god, it just did me like this man loves me. Yeah. How much was the hair bonnet? Probably £5 or less on Temu. But it's not even about that, it's the thought and even the way he presented it. I think he hid it, then he changed into my nightwear, and then he came and just wore it on my hair. That was so funny. But yeah, I'm not derailing, I'm just trying to tell you, understand each other's love language and work with that, okay? And don't get tired of letting your partner know. I know sometimes you might say one thing, did he enter? Say it in the most loving way. Sometimes just say, babe, if you had done this, you'd have gotten me feeling all fly, but it's okay, you can have another chance. Like, help them. If you're enjoying this video, please give it a like and share it, and of course subscribe. Okay, subscribe and let me know you've done that in the comments, so that I can give you a warm virtual hug and welcome you officially to the EBA space. Oh yeah, subscribe. Have you done that? Okay, let's continue the video. Number 3, unwillingness to compromise. This is how I am. You have to take me how I am. See, this is very crucial in making sure that you turn your home from an unhappy one into a happy one. Yeah, everybody has got their likes and their dislikes. Do you agree? Yes. But there's something about marriage that when you fuse with somebody, you see that thing that you dislike might be what the person likes. So what are you going to do in that case? No, tell me. Are you going to fight them because they need to turn this your dislike into a like, as in like forget about it? Or are you going to adjust? It's in the point of adjustment that's where a lot of people get it wrong. They don't want to adjust, they don't want to compromise. This is how I am, and that's the end of it. It's either their way or the highway. Listen, you will continue to have an unhappy home. I didn't say it too, but that's the reality. Did your partner tell you, oh, I don't like this thing, no, and you couldn't care less? You that they told they don't like it, you went ahead and did it. You are not ready for a happy home now. Where is the compromise? Where is the compromise? There's a lot of compromising to do in marriage, because trust me, you're not going to get your way 100% of the time, because the other person is also human. You want them to feel like, you know, they're not being cared for, or their feelings are constantly invalidated. Honestly, that's not what you want. Be flexible and adaptable to this person. They won't always keep things how you keep them. They won't always wear their shoes how you want them to wear it. They won't always keep their clothes how you want them to keep it. Are you flexible? Do you begin to say, oh, okay, I'll just do it then? Oh, okay. Don't constantly talk about the same thing. Complain, and end up changing the atmosphere of your home. If you realize that you've mentioned this thing a couple of times and it's not changing, you find a way around it. Yeah. You can still say it, but say it in the most loving way. A lot of women just make it such big issues. They talk about, oh, how they clean up after their husbands, something, they're not here to baby them, blah, 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 blah. See, wisdom is profitable to direct. I always say it. You have to deal with people wisely. Are there things that they're not good at? Yes. But are there things that they're good at? Of course. Why don't you highlight those ones where they're good at? Why don't you celebrate those ones where they're good at? And leave the little ones that you can do away with. Yeah. There are times I've walked into the house and my husband's shoes are just there, and I'm thinking, we have a place for shoes. But instead of me to even complain, I'll just take it and put there. Save us all the drama for the day. And so you need to learn to be flexible and adaptable to your partner, so that there can be peace in your home. Pick your battles. Yeah, pick them. Sometimes your partner is okay living in a mess, and not in a mess like scattered. You know, there's some people that it's not tidy, but it's not messy. They, you know, things are just there, and then there are the ones that like things in pristine condition. You take it from here, you leave it in that same angle. And those two, they always like to marry. I don't know why. But yeah, you need to be flexible, and those things that the person is not quite good at, help them, teach them. Yeah, don't make it a big deal all the time and then cause some kind of unhappiness, because soon the person will start saying you take them for granted, you don't respect them. This one will say you don't love me. If you love me, you should do like this. This one will say you don't love me. If you love me, you should accept me the way I am. Both of you compromise, meeting yourselves in the middle. Seek to understand your partner. How does this person want to be spoken to? Sometimes they don't even mind the correction, but it's your tone. Oh, you guys, let me give you guys this example. I mean, I talk about this thing almost all the time. So in my house, we clean on Saturday mornings, okay? Initially, when we got married, on a Saturday morning, I can wake up and see my husband just scrolling on his phone. That would get me ticked off, and I'll be thinking, are you kidding me? What are you doing? This is Saturday. On Saturday, we clean, we tidy up. What are you doing? And I'll go off. And trust me, it's either nothing will get done, or everything that gets done will be done in a frowning face. So because me, I'm upset, and now he's upset. But guess what? Now I know how to say it. Now we are okay. Like even on a Saturday morning where he wakes up and he's not, you know, he's not feeling like it, it's okay. Are you going to do it at a later time? Okay, that's fine. Shikina. We make mountains out of molehills a lot of time, and that disrupts our homes. So please learn understanding, learn flexibility, learn adaptability. You can also make it fun. If you've been saying the same thing and they're not listening, let money be involved. You will see how this person will turn around 360. Like right now, we have a policy: if you take things and you don't put it back, you're dropping money. Guess who has been putting things properly? Yeah, you guessed right. So make it fun. It doesn't have to be, you know, fight my way or the highway. Calm down. You guys can work something out. That brings me to the end of this video. If you've learned a thing or two, please let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. My name is Ibiye. If you're new here, hi. I film about faith, lifestyle, relationship, and anything I find interesting. So that's me signing out, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.